to today? I was going to talk to Louise about PD Toe doing, like, I don't know how to do that now, though. Is Brian around? No. Is Jaden around? No. Is Oxlong around? No. Didn't Viv want to talk to me? I don't want to... I can just do this. There. I was already getting her number when somebody walked in. We talked to Peach? I know she left. She must have left.
Hello.
Hi, baby, dog. You want to have a chat?
Yeah, sure thing.
I'm at Captain's office.
All right, I'll see you in a sec.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Right. Did we get to catch up with Snow? Yes, we did.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What can I help
you
you
doing?
with? Yeah, not too bad.
Good,
sorry, chat.
So I was just thinking of like people around the UPD, and I've been watching how people work and everything. And there's some people that I've known for quite a while, and I've worked with a lot in the past that I'd like to like pass on sort of like my recommendations.
Ooh, okay. Hold on, let me write them down.
Okay.
Biff recommends. Okay, go.
All right. So firstly is Erin Carter.
Yeah.
Erin, I've known for like the longest time. Basically, I think we became officers around the same time. She is a very hard worker. She puts a lot into investigations. She's very supportive. She turns up when she's needed. The one thing I wanted, because I worked with her in Vinewood PD. The one thing I wanted to do was work with her for her to get more of a grasp of like commanding scenes and stuff like that and leading scenes. Because I do feel like on scenes that I've been with her where she has tried to lead them, she is a little bit quiet and maybe a bit out of comfort. So that's something that she could improve on. But everything else, her like work-wise is great. And she's got a very good attitude to work. From what I've seen, I've not seen any issues with her.
Me neither. Yeah. Okay. All right. Erin Carter. Who else?
So there's also Leonova.
Yeah.
I've had experience of working with her in the past. We used to ride together. She is very focused. She knows what she wants. She knows what to do, and she'll go and get it. But she's also like fab at leading scenes and also being a supportive role. She knows her shit. She's very experienced, and I think she would be a great fit within LSPD. To be honest with you, these are all shift one, by the way. I'm not too clued up on the rest of the shifts, but these are all my shift one takes. Okay.
Yeah, I think both Erin and Nova are already kind of, they're on our radar.
Okay. All right. I have got another one. This one might be controversial to some people, but Dan Faley.
Okay, go on.
I do think Dan's got the passion there, and I think his heart's in the right place, and he is determined, and he'll keep going with something, especially with like court cases and stuff like that. He puts in the work and the time. He is someone that I know ends up in court a lot more often than other officers, fighting for charges that he believes are correct. And I have a feeling there's probably a lot of officers who push, bare minimum because they don't want to be contested. They don't want to have to go down that route. When actually, if we have the evidence and the facts and the circumstances surrounding specific charges, then we should be pushing for those, regardless of whether they're going to be contested or not, because that's not for us to decide at the end of the day, right? It's
I
for the
completely
judges to
agree. Yeah.
decide. So he puts in a lot of time and effort with that. He is very good in support. He can lead a scene, and I feel bad for him because he becomes the butt of many people's jokes, but he pushes through it all and he keeps going, and that's like determination, and that's the sort of person that I want to work with,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Dan's another one that's on our radar, I'll be honest. So you've kind of hit the mark on three people
okay.
already having a look at. So, yeah, as
Alright.
much as I appreciate it, I think you've got the right idea for who we're looking for. So
Yeah.
we made the right pick with you, Miss Gray. So that's good.
All right, that's good then.
Okay.
Couple of other people I don't know too much about, but they're on my radar and I'm sort of watching them.
Yeah.
Malcolm Nakoda, I believe he's a solo cadet. He's been
Let's see
doing
another
some
person
really
as
good
well.
work, and he's always been there for 77 requests that I've made recently. He's
All
got
these
his
people are
head
already
screwed
on the list.
He's learning. He wants to learn. He's not just someone who wants to go out there and drive fast and chase cars. He's learning everything about all the processes, like with investigations and subpoenas, searches and seizures, all that. He's determined, so
You lead the list.
I'm keeping my eye out on him.
Yeah.
Maya also. I think
Oh my
Maya
God,
could
another
do with
one.
a lot more experience.
Another one.
But she has just become a full officer, so
Already
she's
on the
still
list.
in the very early stages of being employed by the PD. But she's fantastic in knowing where to go and what to do. I just say like her leadership skills may need working on, and her communication is fab. I fear that she may start slipping into bad habits. I have noticed recently with her comms and stuff, they can become a bit talkative and more story-like rather than direct. But she's another one who is very focused, and I think she could go far within the profession.
Okay.
And then there's Harper Belmont as well, but Harper's been unwell. She had a brain injury and now she's in ICU.
Harper's another one.
Anthrax.
Harper's like not on the list really because she's kind of like not up at the minute, but
she was fun to work with before, and she was another person who was like very interested in investigation and things like that, and wanted to learn more about like scene leading and commanding in the field and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All of those people were already on our list. I'll be honest, literally every single person.
Okay.
So have you've been on my computer today or something?
No, sir. I've not been in this office. I've not stepped foot in this office for days.
I left to check the cameras. You don't see them, but they're here.
Sir. Nope. Yep, you can check them. I definitely haven't been in here. I'm sorry. I'm sort of on your wavelength, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, well, no, I really appreciate it. I'm glad you got the same idea. And listen, I've heard good things about you from the chief, Viv, so I'm expecting a lot.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can prove that to you.
Okay, all right. I look forward to it.
There is one more thing. I a while ago made a document for Vinewood PD, and it was regarding a patrol proposal to try and sort of get people back into that passion of patrolling, because I could see back then that it had slipped. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be completely applicable to LSPD because we've sort of changed it back from Vinewood and Davis to just LSPD as a whole. But if I send it to you and you have time, if you could just glance through it, and if it's something that you and the chief are sort of interested in, I could try and work on one that's aimed at LSPD.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's just some like ideas and stuff on how to get people to work better together within the field. I'll send that over to you now.
Okay, I'll have a read tonight when I'm in bed with my husband. That's when I do all my paperwork. I won't tell you all the
of course.
details.
There's no rush. There's no rush. Oh no, of course.
Well, give me like a quick, give me an example of this booklet. Not physically. Just tell me what kind of stuff is in there.
Yeah. So within it, basically there was an idea for like community policing.
Mm-hmm.
So like trying to get to know like the people in which were within our jurisdictions at that time, because obviously Vinewood and Davis were sort of separated.
Yeah.
By Del Perro, but as LSPD as a whole, obviously that's going to encompass everybody. So there'll be certain areas that'll be the sort of types of crime that are going to occur in those areas are going to differ slightly. Obviously, things that go on in the south side are going to be very different to things that go up in Vinewood. There's going to be some similarities, obviously, but not completely. And then it was sort of trying to get to know the
Let's just give me an idea.
Local sort of business people, whether they have any issues that they want to bring up, keeping in contact with people, sort of appealing to the general public and try and improve our image a bit. There was also, with the reigniting passion for patrol thing, there was the idea of task forces, which is, I had this paperwork drawn up a long time ago, and it's sort of something that I'm sort of seeing if people would like to be interested in or involved in here. That was, it included things like obviously BTF is already established, but then, like drug task force, that sort of thing. If people like to go and stake out 37s, not necessarily the full-on investigations that lead out of it, but if
just
if people had a group, if there was a group of people that had like the similar likes and wanted to get together and go and do and focus on those for an hour or two, then they could do that. Like task forces should be easily like spun up and spun down, and they're never going to take priority over 77s or 78 calls. Like those are always going to be our priority, but it helps people sort of stick together with people that they get along with. And it can bring back some enjoyment from like things that we see as pretty mundane after a while,
Yeah, I think me and Reed already talked about kind of task force kind of deals anyway, and just kind of having it be, anybody can kind of do them, but if someone wants to be like, for example, if we had like a Silas type person who wanted to do BTF or something on those lines, then if they were really passionate about it and wanted to kind of lead that kind of shit, then we could give them the support that they need and maybe give them a bit of money out of the budget and stuff like that, and whatever it takes to have people do the work that they enjoy and keep coming back on duty is really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's great. And then there was the last little part of it is like things on how we could like continue our professional development, because ultimately people do slip into bad habits. SOPs change every now and then as well.
Yeah,
and we sometimes struggle to be able to reflect that in the way that we work because we're so conditioned to one way of thinking, but then also slip into our bad habits. So I was wondering, like, at this time I sort of got inspired by CPD, what they were doing with their alpha classes. Demi opened all of those up to the whole of the EPD. So I was wondering, like, if we could sort of look at what sort of things we could do with continuing professional development that's outside of sort of classroom lessons. Sort of like Davis were doing regular pursuit lessons. I think they did them like once a week or once every other week. I think things like that can help us improve. Should be done maybe, like every couple of months or so. Someone might want a bit of a refresher. I don't think there's any harm in getting a group of people together and practicing something,
This is exactly what we want. Kind of the idea, the baseline expectation of having competent police officers goes along with the fact that once everyone gets promoted to officers, they get lazy and they think, oh, I've got it now. I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I think we really want to set the standard that you can never stop improving, and
Yeah.
you're at your best, and I don't want anybody slipping through the cracks.
Yeah.
So constant, both updating on your knowledge and learning and shit like that is something we really want. So yeah, like weekly or bi-weekly classes on everything is something I really want to push.
And I think that's going to be great as well with Demi. I know has done a few classes in the past. I attended one of them to do with like hearings, like parole hearings, bail
Yeah,
hearings, and things like that. Unfortunately, some of them I've not been able to attend because of the timing, but the ones where they've put on several are brilliant because you can sort of you can fit one into your schedule that way. And I know that obviously there was the one at the meeting that was announced today as well for like subpoenas and search and seizure warrants, which I'm very interested in. But things like that are definitely very helpful because there's a very each person sort of has their own specialty, I think is the right word, and their knowledge goes specifically into that, but they might be lacking on another side. So I think
yeah,
this way it'll help people become more well-rounded if we try and continue that sort of thing.
100%, absolutely. Yeah, that's. I mean, like it kind of goes with what we want for sergeants. Really, is like in the past, sergeants very much been a patrol rank, but with the rank squish and everything, that's not something we're really looking for anymore. We want soldiers to be super well rounded and be able to, answer any questions that a subordinate has because they know everything about
Yeah.
PD work. So, kind of, there is going to be exams for that shit, and they really need to be on top of their game, and that goes with. The people who are looking to be sergeant are going to be going to these classes and are going to be wanting to learn all this stuff so that they
Yeah.
can get those promotions and things like that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Okay.
Okay,
So
Viva.
yeah. Yeah, that's all I had to bring to you. I didn't want to hound you. I had it ready and my
No,
list of
you
people ready
good.
to go. But like I know that obviously you guys have been really busy with meeting people and talking about their futures and stuff within the PD. So I gave it a little bit of time, you know.
No, I appreciate that.
Um
No, these are really good officers that if we can, we want to bring them on board. So you've
yeah,
picked the right
definitely.
people.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All
All right.
right.
Is there anything that I can help you with? Just keep looking and keep an eye out on people and trying to help people within the
That's the
field.
main thing. Yeah, just
Yeah.
keeping people on top of the game. I think a big thing we want to encourage as well, especially we kind of jogged it with speaking of Hayes, just kind of if there is a problem with somebody, like talking to them first instead
Yeah.
of going straight to like a superior about it. I think
Yeah.
being what's the word? Not self-reliant, but self holding each other accountable. Basically, is what
Oh
I'm trying to
yeah.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm very on board with that.
yeah, even if it's just about basic stuff, though, it's just kind of helping each other out and learning together, and yeah, it's the main
Yeah, and
thing.
that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be like supporting each other, holding each other accountable, and like making sure that we're strong as a team. Otherwise, this isn't a solo job, you know.
Yeah,
Being a force, we have to be united and everything. So
completely
yeah.
agree. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you, Viv.
Thank you. All right. Have a good rest of your evening, Dirk.
You too. I'll give this a read in a bit. I'm not. I am not. I haven't got the time for littlements right now. Okay. I think I'm going to go to bed. I think that's the plan. Not really, but like I'm gonna go chill for a bit. I'll come back tomorrow. Anthony Copley owns around. What the hell? Hold on, let me just check real quick. Who am I thinking? Jaden and Oxlong. Nope. Hello.
Howdy, sir. I was hoping I could talk with you.
Okay, cool. Within you the last of the day, okay? Come on.
All right.
How
May
can I
sit?
help? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Well, so you can probably guess what it's about, but you know, I'm here to inquire about applying for the LSPD.
Really? Why?
Well, I was previously a solo cadet of the Vinewood Police Department. Current badge number is U607. And, well, I think the LSPD is going to be a really good fit for me.
Okay.
I know a number of people there, as well as my mentor, Miss Demi Black.
Okay.
And, you know, part of what you were saying earlier at the meeting about people who are attending the classes and all that,
Yeah.
it's me to a T. I've attended 3 meetings,
Ooh.
3 classes so far. I'm very much going to be there for the search warrants and subpoenas one, as well as I've spoken to Miss Black about doing a second one for, I'm sorry, not a second one, but one for emergency medical response, because there was, well, a scene where there was an officer who was injured, right? And I know put pressure on the wound, right? But, you know, they were bleeding out and it was really bad. And I felt, you know, useless to help them medically, right? So I'm hoping we can get some medical training in the class as well. So I spoke to her about that. She said that was a great idea. And I did mention that I'm kind of her protege. She has taken me under her wing as a prosecutor, so I'm learning from her actively every single day I can.
Colton, we don't like cowboy hats.
If that's if you know what, I will put that cowboy hat on my shelf.
Are you sure? Because you sound like you were given a cowboy hat when you came out of the womb.
Well, the cowboy hat, if I may just take it out for one moment.
Sure.
This hat was given to me by DOC, as well as it was blessed by Blaine Miller. So, you know, it's been a little bit sentimental to me, and I certainly will not get rid of it. But if I'm not allowed to wear it on duty, then so be it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Colton, I'll keep this nice and short and sweet because I've already heard good things about you. I guess if you know rank doesn't matter, what do you want to do on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, assuming rank doesn't matter. Well, I want to continue to be able to reach out to the community, whether it's through patrol or you know, assisting with investigations or helping with prosecutorial work. All of that kind of interests me. And in terms of, you know, I guess any rank or whatnot, I firmly believe myself to be a team player and somebody who can fit the role that's needed. Whether that's just a regular officer, senior officer, or, you know, anything else.
Okay, very well. Well, you're just a cadet, but you know, what do you think the LSPD should look like in 6 months?
What do I think the LSPD should look like in 6 months? Well, so in 6 months, I suppose, ideally, what I would like to see is, you know, when they say, you know, departments can be like families, I would like to, you know, be a part of that and a contributing member. You know, professionals who can rely on each other and go to each other for, you know, needs where they have questions about, you know, policy, or if there's just, you know, maybe I make a mistake. It'd be nice to be able to go to somebody up command who, you know, is understanding and, you know, able to help me correct that, you know, in a positive way.
Yeah.
And just cohesiveness is really something that is the big thing, I guess.
Okay. All right. Very well. Thank you for chatting to me, Cole. This is short and sweet because I have already heard good things and I've seen good things. But I guess last question would be who'd you recommend for the LSPD?
Who would I recommend for the LSPD? As well, okay. Oh man, a number of them already picked up. I would have said my previous P&T lead, Percy Weaver, but he's already been picked up. Of course, Demi Black's been picked up.
What's up, Reaper?
As far as like fellow cadets, I know 626 Chaz Michaels.
Hang on, pick one person, coach, and one person.
Okay, one person. Well, I would say I'm going to go with 626 Chaz Michaels. He's a fellow solo cadet, also with Vinewood Police Department. He and I have meshed very well together. I consider him a good friend, and I know he is proficient in his job.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Coach. Well, listen, I'll be honest, if I wasn't headed home, I'd have a longer chat with you. But I want to get home to my husband and my dogs and my son and spend some time with them. So I hope you understand it's been a long day. But listen, we're sure we'll be on duty with each other and we'll have more chats, okay?
All right. I'm here nearly every day. On duty, active. I think my reports reflect that. So if you ever want to chat with me or hopefully if I have anything to speak to you about, we can do so. I appreciate it.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Colton. Yeah, I'll show you out. You have a good day, okay?
Thank you, sir. You as well.
Well, there you go. It's I'll tell you my number. It's going to be 628-651-3011. It's my phone number. Just go ahead and send it on over to me, and I'll give it a look over, and then we'll be in contact, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, I just wrapped up. I got everything wrapped up for the Dwayne Carter thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm headed home to my husband, so...
All right, I'll have all the recordings for you emailed tonight with all the information, all right?
Perfect. I look forward to listening to that tomorrow, my cup of tea. Is it bad? Is it like a good one or a bad one?
That's real bad.
This is going to be a hard one because, we have 2 EMS stating that they saw him. You're going to have the recordings from each one of them as well as the Mueller one again. That kind of sets the whole ground. And then Carter Carter doesn't know anything. He doesn't recall anything. So.
Okay. All right. I'll figure that out tomorrow. But thank you, Brett. I appreciate it. Make sure you get those nice tapes to me. I like those tapes. I really like listening to them. It's like a podcast.
I'm going to get you the tapes. I'll get you the tapes tonight. All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm going to need a budget. I got my stenographer guy working on all that stuff.
You need a budget?
I also have some cool software in the works as well.
Really? All right.
Yeah, I have some cool software in the works that'll automatically, create a written, part as well. That is
what? Okay. All right. Well, that sounds fantastic. Those senior stripes are getting one step closer,
Yeah, I'm gonna get paid.
Shut up, Peach. All right. Well, good work, Fred. Good work.
Yeah, sergeant work.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on up to
Bye,
Sandy.
Doink.
Goodbye, guys. You have a good rest of your day.
Don't forget to delete that voicemail, okay?
Don't listen to the voicemail. Okay. All right. Stay safe. Software Twitch chat. I don't know. It might be fucking GPT-4. This just fucking came out. It wouldn't surprise me. That fucking AI shit you can do these days. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. I will be back tomorrow. Yes, most likely tomorrow. But if not, keep an eye on Discord and I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging out today. It was a bit of... I had a late start. It was a bit of a different one. A bit more chilled today, which was nice. Although we did get shot this morning. But yeah. Appreciate you all hanging out. All the subs and the love and support, follows and all that. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you guys in the next one. And I will find someone for us to raid too. Who be streaming? There's another sea. Your love. We're streaming. Oh yeah, Zach's streaming. She is. All right. Good call. There we go. All right, go give Zach some love. She plays Haze. She's been around. She's been around for a long fucking time, dude. From like SOE days. So yeah, she knows what she's doing. I appreciate you all. Yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.